Hello, hello. Happy Monday the 21st. Yes, that's right, that's right. Apologies first of all. Just put some makeup on. Apologies first of all if I sound very sniffly, very snotty and bunged up. I was waking up at 5:30 this morning feeling very hot. Felt like I'd got a temperature and just very, very sniffly. My nose was running and hasn't stopped running since. I was concerned enough to do a test. My husband went out on Saturday, as you all know. But neither of them wore a mask or used hand gel when they came into the house. So, or it could be that I woke up thinking, oh my word, I don't want to go food shopping. So we haven't been. So we have that delight tomorrow. So yes, I've done the test, it's negative. So so I thought I'll just keep it, I will keep it short today because I really don't feel myself. I've just got, runny nose, sneezing and a headache. But that's only one of the symptoms out of all three. So there we are. Hopefully it just continue like that. That's so much on next week. I'd really hate for it all to be cancelled. So I thought I'd just give you an update on my projects. So these are my socks for anybody that's new and anybody that wasn't paying attention. So these are Bloom and Grow socks by Becky Norman and Cherie from Ollie and Bella and Stacey from Heartmore. Oh, this is going well, isn't it? It's going well. You think after after vlogging every day this month, I'd have got some things right. So Cherie from Ollie and Bella and Stacey from Heartmore podcast are running a make-along for these socks. It's the Bloom and Grow socks. The make-along is the spring. It's Equisocks. It's there if you can see it. So I bought the pattern. Bought my yarn, which is Mr. B's yarn in Beachcomber. I think it's Beachcomber. Yeah, but they've since changed their name to Bird Street Yarn, but I'm sure that they do the same. Yeah. Colourway. I did my first afterthought here. Put it on a sock blocker. Oh, look at that. Look at that. I am chuffed. I am chuffed. So that's my afterthought here. So this is a lot shallower than a heel flap and gusset. Yeah, really happy with that. I did have a couple of holes, like one there and one on that side. Not bothered. Well, in the sense of, I'm not bothered in that I would tell you. So I just sewed those up. I put a lifeline in of yarn. I thought I'd kept it. Yes, I have. There it is, because I'm going to use it again. So I knitted this in just under the pattern and then went round and pulled it out. I don't know whether I was pulling the wrong way. It was a little bit to get it started, but it was fine. But I'm just wondering now, after reflecting on that, whether this is 4-ply as well, whether I should just perhaps do a thicker yarn in it, maybe just do a double knit and then give it that little bit of stretch. So I might try that on the second sock, but I really do like that. And I think if you were learning to knit socks, maybe something like this would be easier than a heel flap and gusset, because you're not picking up the stitches. But I love the yarn, very spring-like. I love the pattern. Yeah, really love the pattern. So that's where I'm up to with that. Oh, so I sat this morning. Did I sit this morning? No, last night I last night I words failing me. I cast on the cuff, cast on the rib, cast on the rib, and I always find that I don't suffer very often. It's very rarely I suffer from second sock syndrome, but I always find if I put the cuff on, then when I pick my sock up, I'm ready to go. And then this morning I sat there with my cup of tea, perhaps a bit longer. Yeah, I was up at 5:30, so yeah. So I've knitted the first 20 rows of the pattern. So that's the front. And that's the back. And they really are pretty. So I'm quite happy with the progress I've made on that. I think I said that I normally, well, I did last year when I was in the Rainbow Chronicles, I'd cast on a pair of socks on the 1st of March, and then my time to do my socks really would be in the morning with my cup of tea, and I would get one sock knitted by the 14th or by the 13th. Then the 14th I'll be ready to cast on a second pair. Majority of the time that works. Sometimes I would be working on a bit longer. Sorry if you can hear Monty barking. They're all going to join in now. I don't know why they're barking. It's probably a blade of grass is blowing the wrong way. And then I was in the mood for sewing up. So I'm working on my baby cardigan. The reason I'm showing you is because I don't know if I just showed you whether it makes sense or not. So that's the cardigan that's the style that I'm knitting. But we have a couple of little dresses for the new one that's coming along, and my daughter had picked out colours which I had in my stash, and that's how far I've got. So I've sewn all that together. You can see that I've got those pieces. You see, yeah. I don't know whether I can get my shelf out. See if I can stand up, or can I whiz you up? Let's see, shall we? And I spilled toothpaste down the top. Oh my word! You probably wouldn't have noticed if I hadn't have said. Just got to brush my teeth. I brushed them this morning, but then I thought I'd better go and brush them again, just as I'm talking to you. I don't want to distract you. But you'll be looking now. Right, so there we are. Yeah. So, it's all curling up at the moment, as stocking stitch does. So I sewed all that together and put the little neck on, and now I've got to sew, pick up the stitches for the frill, and then there's like increase to make it frilly, and I think I have to sew it there. So I've got 3 pieces to do, which is fine. So I'll do that. And just seamlessly, oh no, that wasn't. Oh my word. So yeah, so that's that. And then I've been brave enough to pick up my litmus can. I had a piece of paper, because it's finished and I've just got to graft them together. So I've started, and it's a bit like it's obviously very similar to grafting the toe on a sock, the Kitchener stitch. So that's what I'm doing, and it's taken me quite a while, to do this. So can you see? Yeah, I don't think I've done too bad a job with that. So I'm nearly, I've got it in the right angle. So I'm nearly halfway across. And I've had a really good tutorial. Bear with me a minute. Sorry about that. Just having a sneezing fit. So yes, I think I've done an okay job on that. It's a bit like when you're doing an I called bind off. It takes forever, and you sort of lose the will to live sometimes. But it's just going through that pain, and then once you've finished, you're really happy with that. The YouTube person I found is knitting with a cupcake, and it was grafting two ends of a tube together. So she was very good. So yeah, so I'm just sitting quietly, going through this, and hopefully I'll get this finished, and then I can come back and show you tomorrow. Oh, and I'm so sorry how I sound. I sound dreadful. So yes, so that's what I'm working on at the moment. Get those on, and clearing the needles. So I'm going to leave it there, my lovelies. I'll come back to you and see you tomorrow, and hopefully I'll be better tomorrow. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hope you have a really nice Monday, whatever you're doing, and let me know if you've ever had to do a bind off, do a grafting with two ends together. I think they're called infinity scarves, aren't they? So let me know and what method and who you've used, who you followed. So that'd be really nice. Okay, bye. Take care. Bye.